All right, everybody. About to go for one of my last spins in the Audi. Because tomorrow, you go back. And as usual, try to give you guys some of the things I like and dislike about the car. But let's get in. So, I guess what I'll get started with is some of the things I don't like about the car. For one, which this is a 2018, but they corrected in 2019. But when you get low tire pressure, which actually I got one yesterday, this doesn't tell you PSIs. It just tells you your left front tire is low. Go check it. And then you have to fill it and then manually turn off the alert, which to me, that's kind of ridiculous, Audi. Like a car priced like this. I had a Passat 9-10 years ago that had that, where it displayed, all my other cars had that. And I assumed, I guess, that any car over $25,000 has that, but apparently in sports cars, they didn't think that was important for 2018, but they did correct that in 2019. The other thing I don't like, speaking of tires, is for this kind of climate, in the Northeast, potholes, all that, those tires are rubber bands. So if you hit anything bigger than a pebble, it feels like you're going to tear your axle off your car, which is why I switched and went back to the SUV. You see the baby over there. But that's part of the reason why I went back to SUV, because this car is not practical in the Northeast, or probably any city that really has like potholes and bad roads and stuff like that. Like, this is probably more for, I don't know, if you got a big garage and you're rich and you have 3-4 cars, I guess this could be one of them to have fun. But really, as far as dislikes, those are the only dislikes I have. The interior, as you can see, I love it. It's really nice. Got the carbon fiber, all that. This, I only put 16,000 miles in 3 years, so that's how all my cars are. So if anybody's looking for a used car, this one's in perfect condition. Nothing wrong with it. I took care of it. But it's going back to Town Audi in Englewood, New Jersey. The engine I love, and that's what I'm really gonna miss. Once you get used to power like this, it's kind of hard to drive regular cars. This has a twin turbo V6 engine. It's rated about 370 horsepower. And being as though this is a smaller car, like, it really takes off. And that's the thing I'm gonna miss. Like, when I step on the gas pedal, it goes. All right, let's do the cold start. And there's that tire pressure warning I told you about. So that's the negative thing. And I'm gonna put it in sport, dynamic. I always drive in dynamic too. If you get a car like this, there's no sense in driving an eco. Like, that's ridiculous. You don't get these to save gas, because they don't. They guzzle. But once we get out of my little neighborhood a bit and stuff, I'll give it a little punch. and get a little acceleration flavor. And I guess if there was something else you want to complain about, yeah, fuel economy. But once again, don't get a car like this if you're trying to save gas. Like, it doesn't. But surprisingly, I took it on a road trip, and it did well. I drove it to Charlotte a few years back. See my boy Mike. Shout out, Mike. And yeah, the drive to Charlotte, I think when I filled it up, I'm gonna say I got like close to almost 400 miles on one tank. Now that is the one time I did put it in eco mode though, so because I knew I was driving long trip. There's no sense in me just burning gas for no reason. So yeah, eco mode on the highway. It definitely got pretty good mileage. Yeah, I still got to figure out these camera views though, because really you can't see much but my head in the dashboard. So I guess I gotta figure out a few more things on my mount. But at least you'll get some taste of it. I really want a boogie, but this Toyota is doing that Sunday driving. Warm up. Now we're about to get on Route 17. It's the stadium up ahead. I think the Jets are actually playing right now. I don't know if y'all be able to see that. X5 don't have no kind of acceleration like this, but the X5 ain't too bad either. That's got a twin turbo V6 as well, but because that's a truck, it's not nearly as nimble as this as expected. But I am already working on my wife to let me get the V8 version the next go around. She thinks I'm crazy for caring about power and stuff, but I think the 8-cylinder version of that truck would probably be comparable to this car. It won't be as fast, but it'll be very close. So now if you got the X5M, which I can't afford, that would be faster than this car. The fastest I've gotten this up to is a $120. I did it when I first bought it. Ego racing, as some of you fellas can relate to. And believe it or not, it was a Nissan Maxima. I don't know what he was thinking. I was on Route 21, actually coming from Newark, and a Nissan Maxima pulled alongside me and, you know, tried to flex, so I had to give it to him. So I punched it, and yeah, I was up to a $120 quick, and we was already doing like 65, I think, starting. So yeah, it really gets going. haven't really been driving this a lot lately. Since I got my truck back in July, I really haven't been driving this. Very rarely. Construction up here. Let me just get over now. Or is it the opposite way now? Oh, I might have got out of the wrong lane. Before it's been on the left side. Get back over. Is everybody just out driving for nothing like me on Sunday instead of watching football? Alright, so the construction broke up, so actually I think I am going to continue to Garden State Plaza. This van about to have an accident. Look at this guy, yo. Look at him. At the mall, even though it's closed today. For those who don't live in northern New Jersey, Bergen County, which is where I live and where this mall is, has weird law. Sundays, nothing's open on Sundays except for like gas station, 7-Eleven, supermarket. That's it. I guess there's some old laws. I forget. I think they have a religious base. I can't remember, so I don't want to quote it. But yeah, basically Bergen County is like shut down on Sundays. So, of course, I learned that the hard way when I moved out here. And went to go do something on a Sunday at Lowe's. And the funny thing was, I thought it was just the Lowe's right by me. So I'm like driving all over mad places, and then that's when I figured out. I called Trish. I'm like, babe, yo, like everything's closed. Like, is today some holiday? Like I was thinking, and mind you, we moved in September, mid-September. So Labor Day was the last holiday. So I'm like, yo, is this some new holiday I don't know about? Like everything's closed. And we went and looked online. Oh my God, a dead skunk. Looked online, and that's when we found out Bergen County is like the only county in New Jersey that's closed on Sundays. These are things you learn. Well, you probably should know before you move somewhere. I mean, that wouldn't have deterred me from moving, but now if you want to go to the mall, you got to go to Willowbrook Mall in Wayne, New Jersey. That's open. But this is Garden State Plaza. I think this is the best, nicest mall I've seen, like really anywhere. It's big, tons of stores, but yeah, today is just closed. So these are just cars like me driving through. Yeah, I took the camera down so y'all can see some of the mall. Alright, my camera seemed to froze up. My DJI. So, but yeah, this is the mall. Movie theater. Like I said, it's all empty. Because we're in Bergen County. Yeah, I don't know why my DJI froze up. But yeah, it's a very big mall. I would say size-wise, minus the amusement park, it's probably almost as it's probably about as big, almost as big as the Mall of America in Minneapolis. But I think that mall in Minneapolis repeat stores. Like there'll be 2 or 3 of the same store in the mall, which I think is whack. Yeah, a little power for y'all. But yeah, that's basically it, man. My baby goes back tomorrow. So tomorrow, no more sports car for the old man. For now, anyway. You never know what tricks I have up my sleeve. But all right, later everybody, peace.